726 Mountain Home, and we have got Charin Adams and Randall Drake here to talk with us about an upcoming event. Welcome, guys.
Hey, thanks.
Thanks for having us.
Charin, tell us about your event.
This is the 4th annual Elder Care Symposium that's going to be held at the Shed Wednesday the 16th. And this is a free event for our community. We bring in different speakers to talk about topics that the aging population faces. And our entire goal is just we want to really offer encouragement and empowerment and really helpful information for different issues that they're going to be facing as they age.
All right. And Randall, I know that this is something that kind of stemmed from your background and what you do. Tell us how this got started.
Well, every day we deal with caretakers, and they're amazing. They're so strong, and yet they don't recognize that. And so they give and give and give, and they would get tired, and we just want to give back and build them back up. And so we put this together as a way to say thank you, and you're amazing. And so that's what we do.
It's hard being in a caregiver situation. Do you focus on any particular types of caregivers for any particular conditions, or is it just for anybody?
Well, we see quite a bit that dementia is something that affects a lot of people. And we actually, our keynote speaker this year is coming from Utah. His name is Butler. He's a registered nurse and a certified dementia practitioner who also has personal experience. He has a loved one that he cares for that has dementia that lives with him. So he really is going to be bringing a lot of the boots on the ground experience and firsthand knowledge of how that affects everybody and how to help manage and just avoid burnout when you're in that role, because it is very demanding.
Absolutely.
So tell us some more about the other speakers that are going to be there.
We have so many great speakers. So we also have Randall Drake is going to be coming. Of course, he's our attorney, along with Mitch Cash. And I'll let Randall share a little bit about what they're presenting.
We have a lot of people in our community who are in second marriages. And when they marry, they don't realize that they put the assets of both sides of the family at risk to pay for care.
Okay.
And we've come up with some ways to minimize that risk, so that when one of the couple goes in for long-term care, we don't have the other side of the couple's family pay for all of that. Mm-hmm. And that's been real exciting. We call it the goose tree method, and that was named after a client some time ago, and we have a lot of fun making that work.
So that's something that you'll be speaking on there, and then if people want additional information, they'll be able to tap into
Sure.
to your
Sure,
resources.
and it's not just the goose tree scenario. It's how to find good care and how to pay for it, because we don't want you to go broke doing that.
Right, absolutely. So who else do you have coming as
Greg
well?
Wood is also coming from hospice, and he's going to be sharing more about when it's appropriate to call hospice and what all they can do. So I know that for myself, I had this misconception that you only call them in those very last days. Mm-hmm. And they actually shared with me recently they had a patient that had been with them 6 years. So I think just letting people know, because they really do offer such excellent care, and palliative care is really important. So he's going to be sharing more about that. And we also have Mary Meacham coming in. She is with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And that's a topic we know it's heavy and it's difficult to talk about, but our community has been seeing that a lot. And she's going to be talking about suicide prevention in the elderly, warning signs and how you can help if you see someone who's not getting out of their home and who's isolating themselves, ways to help bring them in and just keep them encouraged. So that's very important. We also have Jessica Johnson, who's going to be coming. She works over at the Fairland Clinic, and she's going to be sharing about sensory changes in aging, what's normal and what may be abnormal and what you should look at a little bit closer. And Melinda Fulton will be coming from Serenity, and she's sharing more about domestic violence in the elderly. It's a pretty sobering statistic to see the demographic. There are a lot of elderly people that are being abused. And
Not just abused verbally or physically, but even abuse in financial matters.
Mm-hmm, that's very true.
See couples getting cleaned out and that kind of thing
being taken
happen.
advantage
Sure.
of, and in situations like that. Mm-hmm. So it seems like you've got a pretty pretty full slate that day.
We
then.
do. Dr. Payton's also coming in to talk about dementia and the importance of early intervention. And Attorney Jody Strother is going to be talking about guardianships, when it's important to have those in place and how they can be avoided. So we try to bring in health and financial and legal issues just to make sure that you're aware of all the different options that are out there to help.
Absolutely.
So is your target audience for this day is basically the caregivers and maybe also the patient?
Right, both of those. We see a lot of families come in together, and it's not just for people that think they're of a certain age. I mean, we have people in their 30s that come to.
They just want the information.
Right,
Yeah.
because if it doesn't affect you personally, there's probably someone you know that it does.
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
and it is, like I said, it's completely free. They just need to register with us, and they can do that by going to eldercaresymposium.com. Or they can call us at the office. They can call me at 425-2460, and we'll just make sure that we've got them down. We'll have
We'll
the
ask you that
information
number
for them.
again at the end of the interview.
Give us the dates one more time.
Sure. So it's this
Pardon
next
me.
Wednesday, October 16th, and it will be held at the Shed.
And was there an entry fee?
There's not. No, we have some
free.
really amazing sponsors
I was
that
going to
have
ask you
helped.
about sponsors, yeah.
Right, and actually, if I have just a minute, I would love to,
Absolutely.
to thank
Yeah,
them. I have
yeah,
my list
please
and don't want
mention
to
them.
forget anybody's name in my rush to say them all. So, our firm co-presents this event with BRMC, ASUMH, and the Murak Family Education Center on Aging. And our sponsors, we have Elmcroft, Good Samaritan Society, Reliance, BRMC Home Health, Hospice at the Ozarks, Home Instead Senior Care, J. Chafin State Farm, First Security Bank, and Staff Bank.
Wow.
And we
Great
just like
lineup.
said, we do. We have an amazing community that's very supportive, and they really do care. So they will be at the event. They'll have information and be able to share some more resources that they have as well. So
Can people show up and register at the time, or do they need to do it in advance?
we ask if they can pre-register. That's great, because we'll have handouts that we'll give them when they come in, just so we can be prepared for that. But if they are not able to, yes, please come, and there will be a seat for them too.
Is lunch provided?
We have actually lunch is available
Okay.
for pre-purchase. It's
Okay.
$8.50. We have Baxter Bistro doing our catering, and they do a great job.
great.
So
We had to test that out.
We did.
I bet you did,
It's
Randall.
satisfying stuff.
So,
Randall, what's on the menu?
Oh, I can tell you, there's 3 choices, so
oh wow.
check it out.
So that's great. And the date, one more time, this Wednesday?
Wednesday, October 16th.
At
Shed?
At the Shed.
Shed.
And what times?
The doors open at 8 o'clock, and our first speaker goes on at 9. So if they can come in, we'll have a light breakfast that we'll have ready for them, and we'll get started. It's going to be a great
And what's
day.
a number they can call again?
They can call me at 870-425-2460 if they need more information or to register.
Okay, and I think it's there on the screen.
Okay,
For the
perfect.
audience.
Super.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming
Randall
in.
and Karen, and good
Appreciate
luck with it. This is a great symposium.
Yes.
I've been to it in the past, and it is wonderful.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for bringing it to us. So.
You're
It's our
welcome.
pleasure.
Thank you.
All
We'll
right.
See you next Wednesday.
Yes,
Sounds good.
There you go.
absolutely.
Thank you for being here.
All
Thank you.
right. Well, time for another break.
Yes.
Time for another break. Who do we have up next? Oh,
Me.
You and
Lucinda Blair. We'll be
Yes.
talking about the Lions Club auction, the 67th year this year,
Wow.
believe it or not,
Wow.
right here in the studio. So.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Don't go away. Well,
Yeah,
we'll
come
be
on
right
back
back.
after the
Come
break.
on back.
Yeah.